The achievement gap is essentially the gap of student achievement between differing student groups. Students who are part of specific demographics, such as poverty or even minorities, typically struggle more in school than those that have money. And although the money itself is not the primary issue, it is what stands out and in the way of these students being able to be as educationally on track as those with the money. The gap is what separates these students from achieving the same end goals. Causes end up being issues such as lack of parental support due to parents working overtime, students feeling like they cannot do as well as their counterparts who have money and resources, and even racial issues such as minorities feeling like they cannot meet society's expectations. The achievement gap has many causes, but can and should be done away with if we want our students to truly have equal opportunities. Growing up, I was on the upper end of the gap because I'm a middle-class white girl who felt properly supported by my family and teachers while attending school. I never struggled, so education was easy for me to focus on. I want my students to be able to experience school the way I did, no matter their race or income, because education is the building blocks to society and where we go from here. My proposed solution for ending the achievement gap is the implementation of heterogeneous classes. We need to get rid of lower division classes as well as the basic courses and just teach what is now the advanced courses. This may sound like a stretch because after all, advanced courses sound difficult for many. However, my reasoning is this: getting rid of the stigma that lower end classes provide, the better students will feel about themselves. If all students are held to the same standards than those who come from lower income houses and traditionally felt as if they could not do as well, these students will have the same opportunities as those that do have those money. Without a money gap, the invisible divide of stigma will diminish. Before, when there were separate courses, those without money often fell into the lower divisions because they typically had less help from their home life and did not have that push, and therefore didn't push hard enough or to get to higher range classes. There will also not be the students that say, well, I'm not good enough to be an AP, so what's the point? And some students do dumb themselves down when they see others doing better than themselves. Without a divide, it's just brains versus brains and less of a seemingly competition. By diminishing the divided course levels, I might get some angry parents that say I'm pushing their students too hard. I might also get some angry staff members as well, as we will have to cut courses and therefore might have to lay off a few teachers. But I hope by taking away the separate course levels, students will be able to focus on the assignments rather than their lack of support from home or even comparing themselves to others. Money is always a rough topic, but it should never get in the way of equal opportunities for students. All should be able to receive the same degree of education so that they can all decide where to then take that education upon graduation. My hope is that graduation rates will also increase and therefore provide better opportunities for students beyond their school years. This is important to me because I want everyone to be able to get all that they can out of their schooling experience. The more educated the community around me, the better and brighter future there will be and a more enjoyable place to live. When we all have proper education experiences, we then all know how to properly work alongside one another in the community and create better futures for ourselves and those around us. Thank you.